Holy moly, we are back once again. That's right, we are going for the remake once more as we head back into it. That's right, we are starting from the very beginning this time around. I don't know what the call is, but we're just gonna watch it and enjoy it, T. I'm done asking questions. I'm done looking for answers. Sometimes you just gotta take a sit back and watch the carnage unfold.
Yeah, and I have a strong inclination that Bezkin is going to give away first blood because I believe they do need to at least act out the first minute minimum, because of course they tried remaking it 43 seconds. So you hear Willow is doing the same pathing, walking up into the same high ground.
Don't do it, Bez. You know what? As a caster, I have some intuition sometimes. I reckon this Willow might be dying here.
Yeah, the key thing is Slayer did get the first blood. So this does need to also get replicated. We can't suddenly get a Lucas first blood. Same Fade Bolt used,
she's doing
same rocket used.
This is the
same Bramble used. Oh no! Why is there a question mark? What's happening now? Did they use different spells?
No, a Taker's saying that he's not doing the same. He's not saying the same things he said in the first game.
No,
communications.
Did he have Fade Bolt though, or did he have Lift? I'm assuming he had Fade Bolt, right?
No,
because clearly Bezkin's not enjoying something. You weren't there.
I'll get out
third
this time. Sorry, I mean I'll translate.
Oh, there's someone saying that someone's not. Again, I can't remember the exact. Oh wait, hold on a second. Don't worry, I can scrub back. Oh well, I'm pausing. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
He's basically saying someone shouldn't be there.
You weren't there.
Yeah. So maybe someone's positioning was slightly different. Yo, this is actually kind of. Yo, what the hell is that?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. And also, he was really cheeky with this remake as well. He walked further south, so dragging them further away, because obviously Gyro needed to be in XP range. So a little bit cheeky from him. He is technically following suit, but he didn't die in the exact same position.
He only has to feed once, not twice. He should be happy.
Yeah, it is true. He did feed a lot in the first version of this game. We are now in the third version of this game.
Yeah. Welcome to round 6 of this best of 3.
Christ, I didn't know best of 5, best of 7s occurred actually in the lower bracket. This is crazy. We're like league now.
Yeah, too many complained about best of 1s, so this is what you get.
A punishment.
Punish the viewer. That's the best mentality.
The worst thing is though,
Mary has a hat on, which Mary didn't have a hat on.
There's going to be some viewer who's tuning in and this is the first version of the game they see. They're going to be listening to us like, what are these clowns talking about? They haven't watched us cast 3 minutes of a game twice into then over an hour-long instance to then get this one. Like,
yeah,
alas.
Yeah,
okay.
We need to recreate the same cast as well. I believe I was saying either Eagle or BB on the Invoker or the Night Stalker need to have a good lane and need to come out doing pretty well. So they have someone to play around in the mid game.
Yeah, and Igor in the second make, he did have 12 CS going into that kind of 3-minute mark, and he's kind of on the trajectory to get there. But this time around, the Invoker's also keeping up. He was actually left behind at 5 CS at the 3-minute mark, so you can see that when you don't get given a free wave of XP out of nowhere in a remake, you do actually get to play quite an even lane, and it's getting clicked a little bit in the top lane. He did die in the first remake, and in the third remake he does die as well, but in the second remake he did not die. Really important information getting given in this cast.
Thrilling. And it wasn't deliberate, was it? They're just playing the game normally now, right?
Yes, they are.
So Wolf came to deny the water rune, which definitely didn't happen before, so...
Yeah. And Lucas didn't awkwardly get gone on here.
Gone on here, yeah. Maybe die. Maybe die. They need a little bit more. Oh, nice lift. Nice lift. Yeah, that should save the day. Lucas will survive, just about. So... Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we got this Morphling and this Clockwork. Now, Morphling was having a pretty good time, I believe, in the first time, but this time around, struggling a little bit on the CS. I mean, not struggling, it's still very close, only 3 minutes in, but...
Yeah, main thing is the lane is being held in a really good spot for Night Stalker to happily hit creeps. There's no chance for Clockwork to wrap around and get some battery assault on him. And also, it's not really the most punishing lane either side, right? Like Night Stalker into Morphling, a Clock into an SD. Like there's lots of passive ways that they can play into it, and Beskun getting clicked once again.
He needs to get away. He's so weak. He does survive this time around, but not on much HP. And not going to be much use towards Sugarette here as a support in this top lane.
Yeah, not having the best start, but it is also a product of the lane. Lycan doesn't really help give you kills. Sure, a couple body blocks from the wolves, but double ranged against a Willow, you get to actually fight back and punch yourself into the game. And if anything, for Moneymakers, they do just need to hit creeps and be super efficient in the laning phase. Jaro needs to move to the jungle with Flak, get that farm after. Ember needs to get that early phase boots corrosion to be able to slight spam and poke. And Night Stalker, of course, needs the levels to utilize his ultimate to start threatening in the early engagements. And it's kind of happening right now. A 1k gold lead, nothing too crazy. I feel like Moneymakers are super happy with the start of this game.
I love this though, like Chira Jr. just skipping the bottle, and now they're using the wolves and also Invoker himself to deny every single rune. And Invoker doesn't care about them. He'll tornado and just deny them if he wants to. And this means Eagle is just so sad. He's got an empty bottle at 4 minutes. Like that is just oof. I want to see the wolf.
Feel good.
Did the wolf rune deny them bouncy runes as well, or did they get picked up? Yeah, no, he denied the bouncy rune as well. That's so sick. What an impressive play. All you can do to fill out this bottle is get a support to TP in. Meanwhile, Sugarette will be dying up at the top side as once again this Rubik gyro lane just taking no prisoners.
Yeah, incredibly good. I won't call you out for the Invoker buying bottle blind, but everything else that you said was really, really good.
Invoker buying bottle what?
You said Chira Jr. didn't buy a bottle. That's really good.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, he's an Invoker. Why would he buy a bottle?
Oh, well, yeah, sure, but like, I wasn't saying it was unusual.
Oh, okay.
Apologies if it came across that way. I shall work.
No. Everything else you said was perfect. I was just like, Invoker by bottle? Question mark? But no, I love the fact they are shutting down Eagle so beautifully with these denies, and it's kind of what you need to do because everything else is awkwardly going the way of Moneymakers. And Beskun now walks up, gets the deny on that ward, and yeah, we're in a. It's also a really weird game where I feel like Dire are going to be the first ones to break from the laning phase, right? Like Night Stalker, Ember, Rubik, all of these heroes like to move around the map and do stuff. Whilst when you look at Radiant, what really do they do? It's like the supports have to do everything. So Wisdom runes are going to be super key for them to make a move, or just walk on mid and get the kill, maybe.
Yep, this Ember Spirit, he's getting absolutely rustled right now. Tornado comes through and that'll finish the job. There we go. Eagle dead in the middle lane, and it doesn't want to be able to trade anything for this either. Although Bignum's coming in with a double damage rune. Run.
Deny. Oh, beautiful. No, nice wraparound. I was just mentioning how important it was for the supports to make those moves, and instantly they're doing it. And Slayer caught by a Bramble and a Cold Snap.
It's a brutal combination. Curse Crown's going to come through. Now the right clicks need to be there, but Disruption comes in from Bignum on the sidelines onto the Invoker, holding back Chira and getting Slayer to safety.
Really nice there.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that Eagle gets to respawn and come back to lane with a full bottle at last, so...
Huzzah! Okay, Wisdom rune times.
Radiant structures are
If Radiant can get this, he has the cogs, he has a way to push him back, but there are 3 heroes here trying to contest him with the lift, taking him away.
The throwback, BB's going to be able to come in and grab it, and now...
Yeah, he stole that.
Block.
He yoinked that from both his supports, like, please, we need some XP. Mine.
They could get past the cogs, though.
No, it's fine. I'm not going to complain. No, to be fair, he needs to go for it, but it's just unfortunate. Like, when you think of 7-minute wisdom, it's like supports. When cores take it, there's going to be some like level 4 support walking around. Luckily, SD is probably not the craziest support to get that early level. Ultimate feels great, but a hero like Rubik, you live on your levels.
Yeah. You live and die by the levels. Mary, trying to close the gap on BB. BB doesn't really care, he just throws the void out onto a creep even to get a last hit, so...
Gold remains.
I think it would be cool if Night Stalker's abilities refreshed when it turned to nighttime at any point. You just get a Night Stalker Lunar draft.
Yeah, our pro players just thinking about the day-night cycle even more.
Invoker getting run down in the middle lane. That's pretty big. They're going to move on to Mary as well. And he won't be getting out of here. Just bringing up the numbers to the middle lane, MoneyMakers. That is a good plan.
Yeah, and the real question you have to ask yourself is, what are the moves that they can make? I don't think Clock and Willow, it's do everything for your team. If they aren't doing anything, Lycan's not making moves. Invoker, so early on with only an Urn to his name, isn't going to be doing it. Potentially a really difficult entry to the mid game here if MoneyMakers want to keep making these aggressive plays.
No, absolutely. They're 1-5 right now. I mean, they're doing fantastically when it comes to the kill game. Obviously, that's not reflecting in the gold just yet. But this Gyro, he's having the freest time as he unleashes here onto Shurgarat, and it does look like the Lycan's going to fall. Another big kill here for the Gyrocopter as he's known a killing spree up in the top lane.
Right, Falcon Blade. Only 450 gold away from the Crystallis. Like, this is... Matumbaman, of course, was the one who popularized this probably about a year and a bit ago on Gyrocopter, or at least the idea of Crystallis being a farming item. And it's insanely good. Not only does it give you that... It doesn't just get thrown away like other farming items. You just throw it into a Daedalus and your late game's equally as secured.
Yeah, I really like this build. I prefer this build up to the just straight Aghanims build up, especially if you're going to be fighting a bit more. Meanwhile, down to the bottom side, an aggressive movement here onto the Morphling. They've got him silenced up, and they're going to go for the refresh silence, and there is nothing that a Taker can do. He's going to...
What a combo.
Damn.
The fact that you hit the silence pre-shift and then you just layer that silence, the silence instant. So there's no way for him to attribute shift, and we get to see the Dark Ascension buff there in 7.34. What was it? 9 seconds of silence when you get 2 of them off. It is insane. So of course Dark Ascension, the buff was it refreshes his cooldowns, and Crippling Fear at nighttime it's 4.5 seconds. So he gets 9 seconds of silence on a Morphling. That is 9 seconds he can't put strength shift. That is probably a once in a game type of kill, but they got it.
They absolutely did, yeah. Add to that the fact that it does damage now as well, which is kind of crazy. So you're doing about 200 magical damage over that time, just to add on to the right clicks coming through. Lucas, meanwhile, just continuing to be so aggressive here in the top lane. I mean, I think he's trying to force out the shapeshift, and
he forced Invoker TP.
Some rotation, yeah. And Cheers.
Yeah.
Stepped up and gotten absolutely nothing from this. The Brambles didn't connect, and now Cheers just has to walk awkwardly back towards mid. No mid laner likes doing this.
And Igor on the flip side, the Ember Spirit being very efficient, pushing out mid, moving up to that top side of the jungle, happily farming up. He's got phase boots, looking towards that Maelstrom, and yeah, just being super efficient. I think the entirety of MoneyMakers just playing their draft very beautifully, and this will be the repercussions of the draft from the Radiant side. They aren't ever going to be able to pressure Gyro. Like what, Lycan's going to shapeshift and run into a Crystallis flat cannon Gyrocopter? Like, doesn't sound too promising. How do you stop Lucas' farm?
That could really hurt. Yeah, the Invoker's trying as well. He's trying to get like every opportunity he can to come up there, but Eagle's reading it well. You know, they have a sentry down in the lane as well, so you can see him approaching with the Shadow Walk. Oh, sorry, Ghost Walk. And yeah, overall, really, really clean so far from MoneyMakers. They are looking very in control.
Making some ancient stacks as well, yeah, being very efficient, and yeah, Mary gets a shield rune. Yeah, just Lucas, look at you. 7,000 gold to the 5,000 on the Morphling. As I said, I've rounded up a little bit, but it's fine.
Hey, you can round for dramatic effect. I'll give you the point.
Thank you.
10,000 gold to the next 5,000.
Rounding. Nice.
Kind of.
Willow's 0 gold.
Yeah, Willow 0 gold.
Maths jokes. But that's like, what? Nursery school maths jokes, I guess?
Wow, you know,
when did you learn rounding? I guess 4 or 5, maybe?
I think I was just doing shapes and colors in nursery, but
God, what a slow learner, though, man. Jesus.
Yeah, never got past that. That's why I became a caster. Midas on the Night Stalker. Going for the scaling. Knows that this game is going to be heading late and wants to make sure that he's keeping up with it whilst also being active on the map. This is my biggest thing about Midas, is that, like, it does allow you to be very active. You can just spend your time just hunting heroes and waiting and trying to find stuff while still getting that income and that XP. Meanwhile, top lane, they're going for the big play. They want to bring down Lucas. It's such a critical kill, and I think they've got it. They need a little bit more, but the gyrocopter will fall. Now, well, all these dire heroes, they've
Nice tornado.
got their picks right now. They're going to try and finish off this Lycan. He is stuck inside the Bramble and does get finished off by the Night Stalker, who now moves across over towards the Morphling as well, but he's got that Strength Morph going this time, so doesn't get caught out. BB realizes that and then moves across to another target, but again, Chira completely untouched through this entire engagement, just continues casting spells on the sideline on the Invoker and will bring down the Night Stalker as well. A really, really good fight from the side of UALEIKUM. They do lose their Lycan, but that is it, and meanwhile they take down 4 heroes on the side of MoneyMakers. Absolutely huge.
Yeah, and the scrappiness of the fight really kind of enabled UALEIKUM to actually win that fight there. You know, it's like Lycan cuts through, you kill off the gyro instantly before the SD can put that disruption in, and now suddenly the 7,600 net worth gyrocopters removed from the game, and there isn't a lot of damage after that. So yeah, beautiful aggression there from UALEIKUM, and also you could argue poor position for MoneyMakers. They need to protect this gyro. He isn't unkillable yet. He's what, an Axe and a Satanic away from being the big boy that we know him from. Yeah, Taker, I love that he joined this fight as well. It's like so key. Like, throw the Morphling into the mix, take away this tower. This game was what, a 3k gold lead to MoneyMakers. Easily could have slowly been just scaling up bit by bit, but you make that one move and you catapult all your cores just behind that gyrocopter on net worth now.
And like, what was...
Oh, they killed the Ember too?
Well, oh, that's big. Okay, they finally get the 5th hero in that fight because he was the one guy who survived. And yeah, they come back for him later on. A bit of retroactive team wiping. But yeah, one thing I wanted to point out as well is that Taker played the fight so well because he joined the fight, he got all his damage off, and then he was still, even though in the middle of a team fight when all these spells are being used, he still had his eyes on this crippling Fear Night Stalker who was lurking over the top of the fight and was able to get the Strength Morph off in time as Mary brings down Bignum with the help of the Invoker and Begson.
Yeah, one by one they fall. The joy of playing against Night Stalker. He might absolutely destroy you when he has his ultimate up, but when it's daytime, when ult's on cooldown, you can be a bit cheeky, go for these pickoffs. And unfortunately, Mary tries to continue that line of thinking, but it turns night and Night Stalker can chase you down. Yeah, sure. He's not actually going for the complete Helm of the Overlord, of course, because Night Stalker has Hunter in the Night with his shard, where he can consume any creep. He's going to be able to instantly eat that ancient creep off the Lycan, so he's going to have to pivot his build. I'd argue going for the right click, of course, is the only option. There isn't an He doesn't want to bite his Lycan, his Morphling, sorry, with an Aghanims. Turning him melee sounds really bad. And yeah, Midas and Midas action. Invoker going back for one. Quite a traditional itemization. Going Quads Wex into Vessel. Back for your Midas to scale into the Exalt build later down the line.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this 100 times, but why is it? Oh, hold on, as they're engaging onto the Ender Spirit. How Bedlam doing the work. They will give them enough damage to bring him down. I thought he was going to get out of that, but apparently not. I mean, everybody TP's in for it, but it's too late. They TP in on a corpse.
Yeah.
Well, so
one of the it's just beautiful combo, right? Look, you did the tornado into Bramble, Fear Bramble. It's really, really nice spell usage. They've done it twice now on Ember, and on top of that, don't forget it's now a 0.2 cast point for his remnants to 0.1 of the previous patch. So each patch they're slowly making Ember a little bit clunkier in his ability to instantly remnant out of an engagement, and we didn't obviously see it in effect in that place, but throughout the future of this patch you are going to see moments where Embers die where before they probably could have maybe escaped.
Yeah, especially in the highest level of play, that's when those small changes become the biggest.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There was a low hanging fruit there, but I didn't take it. I hope you're happy, Nomad.
I am, thank you.
No worries.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well, middle tier 1 being absolutely blasted now by Chira as well, as Begson just hangs out nearby, and with the two of them having each other's backs, it does feel like a tricky combo to beat. And yeah, here's a Night Stalker, the hero which we kind of wanted to be the antithesis of the Invoker, but... Oh, he's just going to get thrown up into the air. Invoker grabbed the illusion rune, and once again, the combo comes flying on through. Mary even throwing his body into the mix as well. Sure, the disruption's going to delay it, and actually might help him get away. He's over to the sidelines here. BB trying to dodge the Sunstrike, does so successfully, and they will not be losing a hero here. In fact, it is the UALEIKUM who end up losing a hero as the clockwork goes down, and she will make it out on the Dark Willow. So just the one casualty on UALEIKUM. Not bad. Yeah, UALEIKUM are just like fighting their way back into this game. You know, it was looking rough at 10 minutes for them. The Gyrocopter was ridiculously farmed, and they didn't really have a core who had much of a dog in the race. But now they are back.
Yeah, luckily they've got Lycan, always a contender. And I think, if anything, slight critique for the Clockwork there is next time you're jumping in, especially against SD, you want to kind of push back with the cogs rather than containing within. It gives SD such an easy way to disrupt inside, right? But if you push the Nightstalker away, disable the ability for SD to walk through the cogs to get bounced back as well, maybe the saves don't come in as much. And of course, in the moment, you just want to throw out your spells, but that could have been the deciding factor in actually killing off that Nightstalker cleanly if you just caused the distance between the two of them to be a little bit bigger. And the big pickup for me is Clockwork's going 4-staff, Invoker's going 4-staff, and Morphling just finished Hurricane Pike. There is 3 ways to get out of Nightstalker silence.
Right.
Like they hate him. And they've actually got 2 of them complete now on Morphling and Invoker. Like, they are ready to skedaddle in the fight.
Yeah, he needs a nullifier really early this game. I'm thinking BKB nullifier maybe. Let's see if he does go for the Echo Saber, which has been quite common on Nightstalker. He's not showing his item, he's just got a casual ogre stuff hanging around his inventory at the moment, BB, so... What will it turn into? Stay tuned to find out.
Well, he got on Ember once again. Oh, the Bramble wasn't close enough.
Yeah, I think he might be getting away from now. The disruption kind of makes him a bit awkward here. It sets up on a hook shot. Igor trying to get his way out of this one. It does have a remnant to jump away to, and they weren't ready for that one. It's over to the side. They don't have the chase, so the Ember does escape. Sweaty, scary game for this Ember, who just gets completely jumped on every time he shows himself at the middle lane. Tower long gone.
He is the sacrificial lamb for the team. You know, Gyro, he's been quietly farming on the other side of the map, but also not really pulling away, right? Oh, Shiro Jr. just really hates this Ember Spirit. Constantly chasing him down, burning his mana, being a thorn in his side. And
Slayer's about
Slayers.
Right.
Wait, hold.
What a gamer.
What a lad.
Jesus, he timed it perfectly.
Calculated it.
Praying for no random rocket flare to come and kill him. I think he's good though.
It is crazy to think that the Morphling that didn't have massive stacks, doesn't have a clean way of like pushing out stacks as well, or cleaning out stacks, was able to relatively keep up with a Gyrocopter who had what, a quad ancient stack, plus hard camps, uncontested farm, and Taker's been joining a lot more fights as well, so that's a testament to his fasting speed. That's the opposite of farming. His farming speed.
No, it really is, and the Gyrocopter's had many more kills as well. He's 4-1 on the Gyro, meanwhile the Morphling is 1-1, so yeah. Very, very impressive, Otaka. Approaching the 22-minute mark in this game now. The BKBs are what we're looking at, and Gyrocopter, he's moving towards his pretty quickly. Should have his in the next minute or so. Nightstalker, meanwhile, he's looking more at a couple of minutes to go. We'll need 1 more Midas usage at least. And Ember Spirit, he's pretty far away, unfortunately.
That is going to be a mad timing though for MoneyMakers. Around about maybe 27, 28 minutes. BKB on Ember, Gyro, and Nightstalker. Compare that to Raiden. Again, I'm panicking with the name. They're buying like 4 stars, cheap utility. Like, that isn't going to be the big ticket anti-BKB itemization, and maybe they're aware of that. Maybe they're going to play a little bit differently. But if you're Moneymakers, you're thinking, get the Tricore to BKB, look for a fight, get that Roshan, and then from there, try and dictate the game. So it's such an important window of the game right now. And you know what? Who cares? Don't even wait for the BKB. Just go straight for Roshan. And it is scouted out by the Wolf. UALEIKUM. Okay, I've got it back in. I've calibrated again. I'm back in.
They have all the vision they could want. The Wolves coming in, but I don't think they'll be able to do a whole lot here. Aegis picked up by Lucas.
Are they looking for the fight post-Roshan?
Yeah. Who cares? Post-Rosh fight is on the cards. Jairo, though, on the front lines. I don't know if BK needs to get out of this one. It is full stuff. Immediately cancelled by what exactly?
That's the ultimate. Demonic Purge. Get rid of it.
Oh, they've already got a nullifier. Demonic Purge, of course. Obviously. Meanwhile, Lycan, well, this doggy's days are numbered, unfortunately. Man, MoneyMakers going to put him down, and that's going to be 2 heroes just dead. What a weird jump from UALEIKUM.
I feel like that the logic behind the jump works if, rather than the Lycan being there, it's the clock instead, and then he's hook-shotting to maybe snipe the Aegis and fighting after. Night Stalker, he was half HP, so that could have been a reason for the call, right? It's like the big threat. He's not available to truly commit to the fight, but there wasn't really that layering of initiation from UALEIKUM, and it just, yeah, just a little bit underwhelming, just a little bit bad. And yeah, MoneyMakers are going to capitalize on it.
Missed this, but over in the triangle, the Night Stalker was taking the Ancients. He just finished the Ancients, and then for some reason just walked around the side and was able to find a wolf blocking the camp. So just Midas' a wolf at like 59, and then it hits 0 and respawns anyway.
Oh, you love to see it.
Yeah, he's trying to be so efficient with these walls, but it's just not working out for him.
It's a terrible Lycan game, let's be real. Right, he's
awful.
He's playing into an Ember. He's playing into a Night Stalker. So now he can't go for Helm of the Overlord. He's going for the BKB. It's not really the best nullifier game. Like, sure, it's great to kill off the Rubik, but SD's always going to be able to disrupt. And if he buys a blink for himself, he can then blink out after. So this is going to be one of those Lycan games that is more like, hey guys, I bought the AC. Hey guys, I'm still here. Look at me. I can maybe make some noise, but it's not going to be the most potent of games, and it'll be a little unfortunate. If you are a UALEIKUM fan, of course, no bias here.
Of course. We love all teams equally.
Well, let's not go that far. There are some biases, just not in this series. I actually don't know if I have a team that I don't really support a team, to be fair. I know a lot of people have like the one team that they kind of like keep up with, but I'm kind of quite neutral in that regards.
What an excellent talent you are, T-Governor.
Thank you.
You can reach him at tgovernor@dota.com.
There you go. Because that's an accurate site link.
That's his email.
Whoa. The patch streams don't mean I work for Valve. Calm down.
You know, you always know. That's the thing.
That's true, I do know.
Got your man on the inside.
I'm going to do like a 1 week one and you just be proper confused. Like, what? Lucas, though, he's all by himself in the bot side of the map.
Hold up. This ain't no place for a gyrocopter. The rest of the team is flooding in, though, and they don't really have the lockdown of the catch to keep him here and finish the job. So Lucas is just going to be able to hold back on the high ground, although,
What did you do?
It's been a long day. It's been a long series. We've had remakes.
Yep. Did they remake Bramble to be a moving spell? Did the Bramble move into the gyrocopter? Oh, the Aegis is gone.
Yep. Didn't want it anyway.
They do have triple BKB though.
I blame Big them. He had Demonic Cleanse available that entire time. What are you doing,
It's true. That could have healed him.
Could have took the Bramble off. Could have healed him. Should have predicted that he was going to go there. Anyway.
To be fair,
being blasted down.
There's no to be fair, actually. It was just bad. Okay, we're hitting the tier 2 tower. And at this point, you can see UALEIKUM pretty much dodging this timing that we've been talking about. And they're sweeping across the map, trying to get as much as you can. It helps. That's also another thing with the Lycan. Having that shard, he'll always have a wolf to push out a lane. So there are some core concepts. If anything, I feel like we've just made Lycan a balanced hero. Because now he's not slaughtering supports and doing everything. He's only pushing out a couple waves, doing a little bit. But
True.
You can see from the minimap, Lycan's by himself. Willow's looking to take XP runes. Clock in the top lane, bodying for the Morphling. Like, UALEIKUM just are not playing Dota right now. They're just playing get whatever you can, see whatever happens, and just delay. Matreshka Junior.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I would say about them is they have done a very good... Oh, they're just going to try and unleash onto Lucas. Lucas trying to go for the TPL straight at the back. Oh, shot! That is not good. That is not good, but... You know, Tiga, we've had a remake. It's a long day. Everyone's tired. It's getting late. Maybe they need some hydration. It's a full moon tonight. Will be affecting some of the players.
I know everyone in chat hopes that we get a replay for that really important, decisive game moment fight. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's fine. Yeah, it's all good. The Taker, of course, has the Skadi now picked up. Silently farming, as always. They're the ones that don't really feel threatened to make the moves, right? And we've been mentioning how they've been moving around, hitting the creeps, and yeah, it's continuing to happen. They now smoke up. BKB complete on Invoker, Skadi complete on a Taker. They've hit a little mini spike, and Lucas, no BKB for 24 seconds. If they have to find him again, he probably would die. They're scouting out with multiple wolves. Top lane getting pushed in.
Oh, Emma just runs into the middle of everybody's. Hey, what up, boys? All right, well, couple spells being thrown his way. I mean, he's got the BKB available. It's going to throw it out now. In one of the back lines, there's a bit of a jump as MoneyMakers is trying to catch out Mary, who seems to have got a bit preemptively. Another hook shot misses, and that means he doesn't get himself out. So Matchmakers, they take control of this side of the map and force back UALEIKUMNIHAO once again.
Luckily, their name is Moneymakers, not Matchmakers. That would be very different. And Morphlinger.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, that's an even bigger yikes. Taker gets brought down there. Yeah, no BKB, so there he goes. Just drops.
That is the Night Stalker Blink Dagger pickup. Instant crippling fear on the Morphling. Unless Morphling has a BKB himself, he is never going to be able to survive that combo. You need to have the quickest fingers in the West to be able to predict that one.
I mean, what do you think? Like this Manta, this Eye of Skadi, this Hurricane Pike, could any of these items be BKBs instead?
I think his trajectory of itemization so far has been very good. They just haven't been able to get him into the fight. I think when you have Lycan Walls for vision, Clockwork, Willow, there's a lot of ways for you to just body the engagement. So I shouldn't be seeing Morphling in that position of death, right? And I mean, just team play has caused this death to occur, right? Mm-hmm. You go for a smoke, you don't connect on the smoke, you then forget how close they are to you, trying to farm triangle when you've just tried ganking them. Like it's like a lapse of judgment, if anything. And, Lucas is 400 gold away from his Daedalus.
Yeah, and this is the scariest timing indeed. Like this trio or quad these four items really important in making Jarek up to the scariest possible place. Negative Satanic, BKB, Daedalus, and all of a sudden, anytime you go on him, he's always just going to be able to throw him out. And there is a Disruptor just sitting behind him. Sorry, not a Disruptor, a Shadow Demon sitting behind him, but he doesn't even need to do it. BKB's there, just destroys that Invoker. He's gone. Now they look at the Morphling, but he's able to be force stuffed away regardless, despite the Demonic Purge being placed upon him.
I mean, Slayer, he had the Stolen Terrorize and then the Tornado. Like, all the defensive spells stolen from Slayer. Beautiful Rubik spell usage. And you run up into high ground against a Daedalus Gyrocopter. There's plenty of damage.
Yeah, Invoker really wasn't ready for it. Just gunned down completely. 2k in physical damage, just dealt him in an instant.
Roshan is going to...
Slayer stands guard over the Roshan's pit. This is his duty. For the next 10 seconds.
Clock is in position though this time. Like, he's actually on the southern side of the map during the daytime. They are smoked up. Night Stalker ultimate is available though, so this isn't going to be one of those easy no NSO engagements. BKB on cooldown for 25 seconds for Gyrocopter.
Could be a timing, but it's a very small window. They have to jump through it now, pretty much. And some heroes just aren't here. Lycan, busy shoving out top wave, just trying to cause some mischief. Mary, he's going to have to get on the run here, but unfortunately, I think he's just going to get killed off. They barely even need to commit anything to him. Right clicks from the gyro, just bring him down so fast. Back towards the pit we shall go.
Yeah, with no rocket flare for the vision from Clockwork and hookshot fear of snipe, you should just be hitting it. Just go straight for it. Yeah. They just can't really do much, right? They don't have the team fight initiator. Yeah, sure, Clockwork's got a hookshot, but there's nothing else. There's no like Ravage, no Black Hole, no component of perfect aggression, and this is where Night Stalker is just reigning supreme. The vision he gives. Best can try is
just sitting inside the pit and then just starts using the flat cannon when the comes near. His guns are down without even turning his attention away from
this?
Chira, this might not be the place for you, my friend. Going for the TP out and just about makes it before Lucas can get in for that real damage. Another hero escapes. And yep, level 20, reach on the gyro, plus 40 flat cannon damage, because why not?
Yeah, he needs an extra buff actually. Let's give him like 7 more flat kits. I think I'll be balanced.
Neat. Yeah, this always happens. Like, having 3 of the guy's talents be related to flat cannon, like, sure, that is the hero's scaling in his, like, main ability, but it's still kind of crazy.
Especially because it's like 15, 20, 25 talents. So these aren't like, I'm gonna say it, whimsical ones where it's like, what, +1? It's a +3 attack.
What does that even mean?
What do you there's whimsical talents which are just pointless, right? Like, for example, minus, I'm trying to look at one example in the game, right? -2 second Shadow Realm cooldown, right? Level 10 for Willow. You don't really care about that on Willow. It's like, once you have Aghanims and Moon Shards, sure, you love it. But it's like, it's not a choice where you hit 10, it's like, oh, I need to go for this. It's like, just there. It's situational. But with Gyro, your talent tree is locked and loaded for you. You see, 50 forward spirit attack speed. Whoa! Calm down there, gamer.
That was a good example. Good job, Patrick.
Oh, I hate you, Nomad. I hope we all disconnect and have to remake and replicate 35 minutes of gameplay together.
That'd be fun.
Tower is under attack.
Everyone in production just shivered. No.
Radiant structures.
Well, the making moves at top, but meanwhile, Lucas on the high ground. Lucas is just chilling up here. That's a Clockwork to just take the entire creep wave down with a well-timed rocket flare, but tower's still going to fall regardless. You might be in the air, but that flat cannon's still going to work with the side gunner. Likes that new buff. And the zoo has arrived, and Lucas says, thank you very much. I will satanic that. I'll grab that. And he can just use this whenever he wants, pretty much, because it's so hard to bring him down. You've got a Shadow Demon just sitting behind him. Demonic Cleanse, okay, that's been used, but you still have the Disruption. Not even to mention how Disseminate's going to work with the flag cannons. Not something we've seen a lot, because you need to be very far forward to use that ability, but mana all gone from Lucas. This will be his last usage of the flight cannon for now, but has that cheese swapped in, ready to pop that as well. No movement speed, but who needs movement speed when you've got all these slows upon you? Cheese has been used, and now the hook shot onto the backlines. They want to try and take him down on the back side of the Radiant. UALEIKUM, they have taken down Bingham straight off the bat. They're just trying to ignore Lucas for now, but he does so much damage that they just have to actually back away. Taker and Sherrod, they've used their BKBs. All of them have used their BKBs and have been forced to retreat. And that is bad. And they haven't even ripped through the ages of the Gyrocopter. They haven't even killed off the Night Stalker. The only hero they've got just brought back, run straight back in. Bingham's back in the neighborhood. And
it's Satanic. You can just go back up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Delicious creeps.
He just decided to dive the tier 4s by himself.
Yeah, why not? Why not? He's got a BKB. Might as well use it. Put it on cooldown.
I mean, it's impossible for him to really fight.
Radiant's top
And
tower
on top of that,
has fallen.
we're seeing it here, like the demonic cleanse throwing on the gyrocopter. It means that the nighttime howl from Lycan is just not affecting him. It's instantly getting dispelled. So even if you play for like the minor, like, hey, we took away 60 damage. No, you're not even doing that. It's so many layers to this Moneymakers draft, and they hit this mid-game timing and just never let go. Lucas, he is the big boy that walks around the map and just doesn't care about the world. And they're smoked up though from UALEIKUM. Are they gonna actually get an initiation?
Try this.
But how will they be doing it? It's like a hook shot
Bottom tower is under attack.
into. That's about it. Are they gonna try and go for the Ember Spirit in bot lane whilst he doesn't have BKB?
The thing is, when their BKBs come off cooldown, the Gyrocopter's BKB comes off cooldown as well, so
But look what's happening. They're trying to gank the Ember bottom, whilst Lucas is just hitting the tier 3 top, and they were about 10 seconds too slow. they gonna have to face the reality that this gyrocopter, he needs to be killed or his team needs to die around him, and both things don't sound easy.
Nope, especially not with his butterfly now picked up for the gyrocopter as well. He's absolutely yoked, takes down the barracks. I'll start throwing some spells his way, but you know, with the amount of cleanses, with the amount of disruptions they have, they'll use none of them and just let him die because the Aegis was low anyway, I guess. And well, here we go. Maybe, maybe not. Nah, they don't want to chase UALEIKUM. It's too risky.
Just rinse, repeat. If your moneymakers move as a unit towards that bot side of the map, don't get caught off guard by a quick smoke from UALEIKUM, and then get yourself into that gyrocopter hitting the tier 3 situation. And it kind of feels like they're doing that. They are just walking around together. There's smoke available on Slayer if they need to, but this bot wave heavily pushed in by Radiant. They're gonna have to go all the way back, drag that back down before they even get close to it.
Yeah, it's feeling like this game's kind of on the rails at this point. Moneymakers, they really don't have that much more to. They've got a wide wiggle room, you know. They can mess up a little bit. They can
mess up a lot.
Yeah.
I think Lycan, he's I didn't see, but he bought a blink dagger. Well,
Okay. Well,
blink and you're out of TI qualifiers. No, it's going to be really good to at least find the SD, prevent him from free casting his spells, but yeah, maybe we'll see if it works.
By the looks of it, maybe they can get around the backlines and catch the gyro before he's ready. It's a slim hope, but it's about all they have to rely on here on the side of UALEIKUM. They see the Night Stalker. It would be a great target to bring down, but of course he has a BKB. They really need support or something. Igor, meanwhile, he senses something is wrong and almost catch them out here with that Shiva's drag back onto Lucas. Interesting. Yeah. The zoning cooldown being used. A taker, trying to find a little target here, just trying to find someone on the sidelines, but Slayer, he's managed to grab himself a Shadow Realm, so making himself untargetable. Not have the damage to finish him off either. Yeah, I think the call is going to be wait for Roshan.
It is very much the hyper-disciplined play to make, and I feel like some teams honestly could have pushed the boundaries on this one, especially because they had a whole fight plus respawn even before Roshan's close to spawning. So I think some teams would have just gone for it, but I can respect it. The 21k up, you understand that that next Roshan is just going to be the Roshan to win the entire game. So yeah.
That's it. They have just picked up a DD rune on the gyro. He's got it in his bottle.
Oh,
the Ember gave him.
Are they just going to go for it then?
Also with this, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably the only rune that would have forced Lucas to make this play. And
yeah.
There's no way of getting rid of it. There is a Yules on the Willow, so potentially if he wants to throw himself into the firing line, could do it. Yeah, there is Tornado. I'd like to think Lucas would press BKB though on a Tornado coming in.
That's commitment. Well, Hex out immediately. They want to just try and take him down straight up.
Nice force stuff.
Stuff is there in the background. Shagran comes in, tries to just take down the Shadow Demon straight off the bat. Can't quite do so. And now the Tornado has been popped. The BKB is there from the Gyrocopter, and the DD is out as well. So he can just come up this high ground with absolutely no threats of getting rid of this DD rune and absolutely obliterate these buildings and probably the rest of UALEIKUM as well. Down goes Vex and Lucas holding the front lines here, just trying to kill off these buildings as quickly as possible. BB coming in to help out as well. A taker committing on Tim.
Big disruption.
But once again, the disruption is there from Big Nemi. Might back this, but it gets a BKB and the Satanic as well. They bring down a taker. No Morphling, no barracks either. The Mega Creeps have been gotten by Moneymakers, and now they're looking to finish the job here as well. The tier 4s are being pinged, but the GGs are out. This long series.
It's over, Nomad. It's over.
It finally comes to an end. Our Groundhog Day is over, and it will be the Moneymakers who go through in the lower bracket too.
Yeah, and I think what we